Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and we're going to go over some of the Future of Hockey NHL 2030 event cards that came out on Friday, January 22nd. I know this video is getting uploaded a few days after that. I wanted to really look through the cards, look at some of the synergies. I didn't want to just rush out the video this time around, and I'm actually only going to go over 8 of the cards. I think 4 of them are absolutely useless cards that should just be avoided at all costs if you pull them. I don't think they have a lot of use on teams. Even one of them has Howitzer, and I just think he skates too slow. At this point in time, if you're not using skaters that are skating like at least 88 speed with some synergies activated and whatnot, there's not really even a point to have them in your lineup, if I'm being honest with you. Unless you don't have distributor, like you're not building a distributor build, then I guess you might be able to get away with a little bit lower speed if you have like high acceleration or agility. But I don't think that's the case. For most people, I think most people went after distributor, or at least have distributor activated. Either way, I'm going to X out the 4 guys. I'm not going to go over the other 8 guys. I'm going to give them reviews. They're going to be in-depth, but they're not going to be true reviews that are rated. I'm just going to kind of talk about the card and whether or not they're worth picking up or how you could utilize them in your lineup. Let's get into it. Dylan Gunther. Gunther plays in the Western Hockey League in junior still for the Edmonton Oil Kings. He's 6'1", 165 pounds, right-handed shooting forward. He has 1 point for Gladiator, 1 point for Wingman. Gladiator gives you body checking, strength, shot power, and defensive awareness. Wingman's going to give you acceleration, wrist shot accuracy, and passing at +3. So his synergies aren't super great, but what I do like about this card is he has good attributes. His hands are a little bit low, his checking's a little bit low, but he has good skating and shooting attributes. He has a very hard shot at 94 wrist shot power, 87 wrist shot accuracy, 92 slap shot power, and 87 slap shot accuracy. He has good skating with the 97 agility, 87 speed, 87 acceleration. I like those things. The hands, defense, and checking categories are very weak. You can get this card for about $14,000, so I think he's a decent budget card to go out and maybe test out, especially if you need to fill out like Wingman, or even if you have like one short from Gladiator. This might be just a budget guy to put in your lineup for right now. I don't think he's like anywhere near an endgame card or anything like that. I just think he has pretty good skating and shooting. Could be a decent plug-in for if you need these synergies for your 3rd or 4th line at only about 14,000 coins. Stuart Skinner. Skinner's a young goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers, or at least in their organization. I think he's still playing the AHL this year. But he has 1 point for distributor, 1 point for heart and soul. Heart and soul is not that great. I just want to mention this card because he does have distributor. He's 6'3", 203 pounds. His attributes don't look super amazing, but he's not superly over aggressive. He only has 75 aggression, so he might be an okay goaltender. His glove and stick high are a little bit low though. So this could be a guy you want to maybe try in your squad battles for a game or two, kind of see how he plays against the computer, how you like him. You could even try him in rivals, why not? If you need to get distributor, he's only going for about 10,000 coins. So it's a guy that has good size, pretty good weight. You might want to give him a try if you haven't found a goaltender that's really fitting your needs, or you just want to try a different guy out. This Skinner can help you fill out distributor a little bit. I think he might be a little bit overpriced for just a distributor goaltender, but maybe he's just one of those guys that plays way above his attributes. You just never know until you try these guys out. I just want to give him a mention. Ryan Merkley. Merkley's a prospect in the San Jose Sharks organization. He plays for their AHL affiliate right now, the Barracudas. He's 5'11", 170 pounds, right-handed shooting. That's the biggest reason why he's on his list. He's a right-handed shooting defenseman. He is a little bit smaller, 5'11", 170 pounds. You can get him for about 70,000 coins. He has 1 wingman and 1 passing playmaker. Wingman gives you acceleration, wrist shot accuracy, and passing. Passing playmaker gives you slapshot accuracy, passing, and stick checking. His skating is phenomenal. 90 acceleration, 98 agility, 83 balance, 86 endurance, 90 speed. Very good for a defenseman, so he's going to be able to skate with pretty much anybody. His shooting is going to be 88 slapshot accuracy, 93 slapshot power, 89 wrist shot accuracy, 94 wrist shot power. His hands are good too, 91 across the board with 86 hand-eye. The defensive side of his game is a little bit weaker compared to his skating and his offensive ability, because he's definitely an offensive-based defenseman. But being that he's right-handed, you know those guys are a little bit more rare still in the game. His defensive category only has 79 body checking, 81 strength. That's not great at all. The checking category is 84 defensive awareness, 84 shot blocking, 88 stick checking, 91 discipline. What I will say is if you have balance or swarm activated, you do get a bump in defensive awareness, which might actually make this card a lot better than he looks just on paper for the defense. Like if you have a swarm and distributor based team, I think this Merkel is actually a very good card, would fit in your team very, very well. So it's just something to look out for. I do think the 70,000 coins is a very good price for Merkel for what he can bring to the table from the defensive end, especially offensively. Caden Gould. This 6'3", 209-pound left-handed shooting defenseman still plays in the juniors right now for the Prince Albert Raiders. And he has the potential to be a very good defenseman in the NHL in the future if he develops the way that people believe that he will. He has 1 point for workhorse and 1 point for howitzer. Workhorse gives you acceleration, balance, endurance, and durability. The howitzer gives you agility, speed, slap shot power, wrist shot power. What I will say is this card has a very hard shot. It only gets better with howitzer. He's very slow, though. At 83 speed, that's not super good. He's going to be about 70K. The thing is if you have howitzer and workhorse activated, his speed gets bumped up to 86. His acceleration gets bumped up to 86. If you have distributor on top of this howitzer, he does get 89 speed, which I think is sufficient, but he is synergy dependent. He's not a card you can just put in your team without having certain synergies. His hands are very weak, as you can see. The passing and puck control are 85, but those are pretty low numbers. They will get a +3 bump with distributor. The defense, though, is good. 87 body checking, 87 strength, good numbers. His checking is 89 defensive awareness, 90 shot blocking, 89 stick checking, 93 discipline. Those are very good numbers. You need to have howitzer and distributor for this card to at least be relatively relevant. I'd prefer to also have workhorse and spark to make him even a better card. Like I said, very synergy dependent. I just think this card is very good if you can add the acceleration and speed this card needs through synergies. So he's worth the mention. The 70K is a pretty fair price for a card like this. And I do think that price will drop over time. He'll probably end up finishing like 35K because people realize that he's kind of slow. They're just looking at his overall right now like, oh, 87, let me throw him up for a certain price. I think if you can get this card for anywhere from 35 to 50K in like a week or so, I think this would be a pretty good pickup if you have the right synergies to make him usable. Alexander Holt. Holt was drafted 7th overall by the New Jersey Devils this year, and he's 6 foot tall, 194 pounds, right-handed shooting. He's still playing in the Swedish Hockey League for Djurgården Hockey. I think that's how you would say that. I might have butchered a little bit, but either way, that's who he's playing with still. But his rights are with the New Jersey Devils, as I've already mentioned, drafted 7th overall in the draft this year. This card, if you get howitzer activated and you can get his acceleration up some, is an absolutely filthy card. The howitzer, as already mentioned, gives you speed, agility, slap shot, and wrist shot power. And then the light the lamp gives you balance, wrist shot accuracy, offensive awareness, and hand-eye. This card has everything you need except for acceleration and speed. It's a very good card. He is right-handed shooting. If anyone's curious, he's going to play on the wing. He has 82 acceleration, 90 agility, 87 balance, 82 endurance, 85 speed. His shot is 92 for slap shot accuracy, 92 for wrist shot accuracy. He has 95 slap shot power, 94 wrist shot power, so a phenomenal shot. His hands are good too. 89 passing, 89 puck control. He has 91 hand-eye, 92 offensive awareness, 90 deking. The defensive category is 84 body checking, 85 strength. The checking is 88 defensive awareness, 86 shot blocking, 89 stick checking, 87 discipline. He even has 82 face-offs. So for whatever reason you get in that 4-on-4 situation where you're throwing out random wingers into your center position for whatever reason. I don't know why NHL does that. But he would get 82 face-offs, which is not a bad number either. Just something to think about and to mention. I think as Alexander Holtz, if you have spark and distributor as well as his howitzer activated, pretty nasty card to me. You can get him with the 86 acceleration. Then he will be 92 speed, and the rest of his stuff is phenomenal. So it's just one of those things. If you have the right synergy, this Holtz becomes absolutely nasty. You can get him for about 70K. But the thing is, if you don't have spark and you cannot get that acceleration up, he's going to be very slow when he starts to skate. With distributor and howitzer, he's still going to be a nasty card. He's just going to not have great acceleration at 82 if you don't have spark with him. Noah Hanifin. The former Carolina Hurricane that got traded to the Calgary Flames, Noah Hanifin. He's 6'3", 206 pounds, left-handed shooting. He has shutdown and gladiator for his player synergies. And the shutdown gives you slap shot accuracy, body checking, shot blocking, and puck control +3. The gladiator gives you slap shot power, body checking, strength, and defensive awareness. He doesn't have great player synergies. I just want to mention him because he was the top defenseman that came out in this set of 12 cards. He does have good skating, 87 acceleration, 91 agility, 91 balance, 95 endurance, 87 speed, so that's pretty good. His shot is not really what you'd like to see for an 89, if I'll be honest with you. He does have 92 slap shot power and 84 slap shot accuracy. I just don't think his shot's as accurate as you want it to be. And then only 84 wrist shot accuracy as well with 91 wrist shot power. His hands are average and then very good. So he has 84 deking, 91 offensive awareness, 84 hand-eye, then 92 pass, 91 puck control. So he's going to be a great card for distributing the puck, getting the puck out on the breakout to the wingers, to the centerman. Does that very well, but he's not going to be able to deke around people. He's not going to have the best puck control, in my personal opinion, because deking does matter a little bit whenever you're moving the right stick around. And then for his defense, he's 89 body checking, 91 strength. The checking category is 91 defense awareness, 92 shot blocking, 92 stick checking, and 84 discipline. This card overall is a very good card. I just think he has terrible player synergies. And with bad player synergies, I don't know if this card's worth the 110,000 coin price tag that he comes with. He is one of the cheaper 89 overalls in the game. He has overall good attributes. So if you just need a left-handed defenseman to put into like your third pair or your second pair or whatever, and you have the rest of the other team, and you have like 2 or 3 or even 4 team synergies activated, this Hanifin will probably be nasty with the little bumps that like a distributor or Spark or Swarm would give you. But in all honesty, I would probably avoid this card for the price that he is. I just thought it was very important to mention it because he is the best defenseman that is in this set of 12. Kaapo Kakko. The second overall pick in the 2019 draft, Kaapo Kakko, 6'2", 290 pounds, left-handed shooting, and he has the potential in real life to be a nasty winger in the league. I think he's going to be very good, which is disappointing for me to say as a Penguins fan because that means the Rangers will probably be back. They have a lot of young, good players, and it seems to be that they drafted guys that aren't going to be busts, but we'll see what happens. Only the future can tell that. This card has Magician and Howitzer for his player synergies. The Magician gives you agility, deking, and puck control at +4. The Howitzer gives you agility, speed, and then slapshot and wrist shot power we've already mentioned. Kakko, without any synergies activated, is 85 acceleration, 92 agility, 88 balance, 76 endurance, which is actually a very low number. I don't know if I like that number so much, especially not for an 89. Then 86 speed. His shot's phenomenal, 94 wrist shot and slapshot power, 91 slapshot accuracy, 92 wrist shot accuracy. His hands are 91 deking, 92 offense awareness, 88 hand-eye, 91 passing, 91 puck control. His defensive categories are 81 body checking, 91 strength. His checking is 88 defense awareness, 85 shot blocking, 92 stick checking, 76 discipline. So this Kakko does have pretty good attributes. I think he's a little bit slow. The Howitzer helps that, though, gives you the 89 speed. The acceleration 85 is a little bit worrisome, in my personal opinion. But the Howitzer does give him an amazing shot as well with that 97 wrist shot power and slap shot power. He's going to cost at least 145,000 coins. There's like 2 of those up on the market, then the rest of them are up about 170. So I think that the card might be worth the price, but he is still a little bit slow in my personal opinion. And I don't know personally if I would invest 170,000 coins in a card that doesn't have any team synergies. That's just my personal opinion. I think team synergies are far superior to player synergies as they help your whole team instead of however many players have the player synergy. But I do think it's a pretty decent card. Alexandre Lafreniere. Lafreniere was the first overall pick by the New York Rangers this year. He's already playing on the big boy club. He played at the same juniors club that Sidney Crosby played at, Rimouski Oceanic, in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. So I think there's going to be some comparison between him and Crosby throughout his entire career. I don't know if that's a fair comparison. There's definitely going to be a lot of pressure on him playing in New York City for the Rangers. On top of that, he might get compared to Crosby. That can be just a lot of weight and a lot of pressure. I hope he does well, though, even though I'm a Penguins fan. So we'll see what happens within his career. I think he has a chance to be very successful because it seems like he's going to be playing with Kakko, Panarin, and other great players, Zibanejad, that I think he'll be around enough good players for him to be able to have a very good career. Looking at the card, he has 1 point for Magician. He has agility, deking, and puck control. For Workhorse, he has acceleration, balance, endurance, and durability if you get these activated. Both pretty good player synergies, if I have to be honest. The skating for this card is 89 acceleration, 95 agility, 86 balance, 82 endurance. Another low endurance number. Him and Kakko, like, what are they not training in the offseason to be able to skate for a long time? They're like young kids. Like, why would their endurance just automatically be low? It is what it is. 89 speed. His shot's 93 across the board, so good shot. His hands are 93 deking, 93 offensive awareness, 91 hand-eye, 92 passing, 92 puck control. The defense is actually surprisingly good. 85 body checking, 85 strength. His checking category is 90 defensive awareness, 85 shot blocking, 93 stick checking, 82 discipline. Can even take faceoffs relatively well with 82 faceoffs. I personally like this card. I don't like the price of the card. 250,000 coins minimum to get this guy on your team. When you don't have any team synergies, you're paying 250,000 coins. I'd rather you go out and get somebody like the Jerome McGinley master set player that at least has a team synergy. You can get him for about 250,000 coins, and he's about the same as this Lafreniere is. So I don't understand why these cards are so expensive. I mean, I get why they are because they're limited. He's 90 overall, so he has a cool 90 on his card. But I don't think the card is worth the price if you're looking at some of the other cards you can pick up in that price range. If you're going to spend 250,000 coins on a card, make sure he has team synergies. It's just my personal preference. Now, if you need to fill out Magician and Workhorse, this Lafreniere can definitely do that for you. If you need 1 point in each and it fills out the rest of your team, then by all means, go out and spend 250,000 coins. But if you're just picking up a player to pick up a player, I think it's too much money to get somebody 250,000 coins. That's just my personal opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the review of these cards that came out January 22nd, this past Friday. I think this review will help you guys out to determine which of these guys might be worth going after. The guys with the X on them are not even worth looking at from in the beginning of the video. The 8 guys I did review are worth at least giving a go if they fill out some synergies on your team. If you're more of a budget guy, look for some of those 85s or 86s, 87s that I went over early on. The Kakko and Lafreniere, I think that you should probably stay away from them for right now until their price drops down, unless they perfectly fill out a synergy hole that you need, and you already have some team synergies activated to make those cards just slightly better, than they might be worth a price. I think Alexandre Holt, if you can get that acceleration and speed up on that card, it's absolutely filthy in my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about these cards in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that like NHL 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.